What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a monthly manifestation for the sign of Virgo. Okay, Virgo, you guys are third during the zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So, hopefully, you've gotten a chance to see your January monthly manifestation, Virgos. If not, I strongly suggest that you guys go check that out. Okay. Of course, excuse me, by the time this one comes out, it's already February. Um, but you can still kind of go back to the January to kind of see what or how your 2024 is starting out. Okay. Primarily for you guys, maybe with one other sign, also dealing with 2024 being about personal growth mentally and emotionally, kind of getting yourself in alignment. And so I would strongly suggest that you guys not only go back and watch that energy if you haven't already, to kind of gauge where your energy is going throughout the year, but stay with it, okay? As certain messages will be here, all right? These are kind of preemptively taking over for the Dreamcatcher reads, even though they won't be kind of like on a weekly basis. This kind of sums up the month for you versus your preliminary readings that'll start back up here in February after the monthly manifestations are out. So I pretty much try to get these out before the new moon energy. And basically, these readings are geared towards those moon phases: new moon, first quarter moon, and full moon. Okay. So the new moon is about setting new intentions and goals for yourself, whether that's to personally um, obtain something material wise, or just for personal growth, like I said before, for you guys, which is kind of where you are. Come the first quarter moon is the 16th, the new moon is on the 9th. The 16th will be geared towards if you've made any progress. For you guys, being that it's about personal growth mentally and emotionally, it's going to be tapping into your months are going to be gathered towards maybe epiphanies and things like that going on, as January was a month of following your intuition and an epiphany month. Okay, so needing to break those barriers of things that you may need to do to change your personal behaviors or your characteristic behaviors is something that is going to be really big for you guys in the months ahead. Okay, so come the full moon, which is on the 24th, is talking about completions in the sense of wrapping up loose ends. Um, in order for you to be able to obtain whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Come the end of February, you might set a goal for yourself of something to obtain and work towards, but it will require a lot of information and research, okay, before you actually start doing it. What that is, I don't know. It was a lot of energy around it where I couldn't really hone in on one particular thing because I think the Virgo collective is pretty large in a way, in the sense of these readings are usually geared towards sun signs in Virgo, or whatever the main sign is that I'm doing a reading on. But there could also be some placement energy as well, people who are interested in Virgo energy because they have that in their birth chart somewhere that's important to them. And so you may be sharing your energy with that collective as well. So that's something to kind of consider. Um, I'm gonna turn my fan on a little bit here because I just burned some Palo Santo and literally almost like a whole stick before doing your reading, so it's kind of hazy in here. You can't see it, but I can. And so just I needed my fan on. But nonetheless, um, the 24th. It's about protecting your energy, and February, being the second month of the year, is about focusing on what it is that you want the most. So, figure out what it is that you want to accomplish in the start of February. Like I said, end of February, it might be something materialistic that you want, but for right now, your mental and emotional health is more important. Um, Once you kind of jump over that hurdle, you'll be able to, tackle an actual task, because it is something that's plaguing the Virgo collective. Okay. So that is all that I'm going to talk about when it comes to Virgos for the month of February. We're going to tap into your actual energy during those phases using the Moonology deck. Okay. um, Virgo energy. These readings kind of melded together. They were present before, where I was doing the monthly, but they were not sign specific. It was pretty much just general reads, and so universe told me to bring them back but revamp them, and so I decided to pretty much bring these back and merge them with the general reads in a way to kind of give you guys a full on reading. So it took a minute to kind of get this reloaded and revamped. But I'm glad that they're here, so I hope you guys really take advantage of the messages that come through here. Okay, so we're going to start with one from the top, which is the new moon energy. One from the bottom, which is for the first quarter moon energy. Okay, and then lastly, one energetically from the middle. And I think I'm going to go with this one here. Again, multiple energies in Virgo. Kind of like in Capricorn's reading. So I'm probably going to tap on a couple of different Virgos mindsets and energy throughout this reading. So whatever is for you, get in where you fit in and pass the rest. Okay? So to start, Virgos, what should be the mindset towards your intention or goal during the new moon energy on the 9th? Okay? During the new moon energy on the 9th of February, it's time to release negativity. It's time to release negativity, okay? Which is a full moon in Scorpio. If you want, you guys can kind of go look up, Google full moon in Scorpio, just to see what that energy holds. But I primarily just pay attention to the sign that is mentioned in the card, primarily. This card has been pretty popular within the collective. It's hit a couple of signs from the first January readings, okay? And so for you to have to release negativity, it could be something as far as negativity towards yourself or negativity towards others, okay? If you're kind of tapping into Scorpio energy and seeing or feeling like negative intentions from someone, possibly, in connecting with you, it may not be that. It may just be that you just don't vibe with that particular person. Okay, and maybe it's time for you to back away. All right. What prompts you to be negative or think negatively about this particular person? All right, as far as for some in the collective in particular. Okay, if it's in dealing with a person. Okay, come new moon energy, can you change your energy towards this person? It may become necessary eventually, okay, as you possibly connect with this person on a regular basis. All right, and so there's got to be a shift of some sort come the new moon on the 9th, Virgos, or just in general for the month, okay, and moving forward, okay, if we're talking about changing something in our mental and emotional state. Okay, let's move on to first quarter moon. Will or have you made any progress? Will or have you made any progress by the first quarter moon, Virgos? And it says a new start is coming. Okay, a new start is coming. Okay, new energy, new moon. Okay, now it's crazy how that comes out after new moon energy. Like I said, the new moon is meant for you to set new intentions. Okay, however, you may be a little behind schedule, or they kind of run into each other. Okay, in the sense of the new moon on the 9th, and then the first quarter moon on the 16th. Okay, so that's about a week or so of difference in time. Um, 7 days after your new moon, it's like 7 days in between the 9th and the 16th. Okay, finding that inner strength to start over. Okay, it could be a relationship that you understand is now over. Okay, you finally made that decision, or was amicable in a way, and it's time to start anew. Okay, so maybe some form of acceptance on the new moon on the 9th of making that decision, if you are the one who has to end it, and then starting over in the sense of maybe it is negativity as far as a connection is concerned. For some of you, again, like I said, it's very mixed. Some of you, you just automatically think the worst of this person, when you probably need to stop thinking that about them, and it may not be a relationship. It could be actually a work environment situation or a friend. The others of you, it could be needing to get away from a negative situation or dark relationship and start anew and actually believe in yourself to achieve it. Okay, come the 16th, the first quarter moon. Okay, so a new start is coming, it is imminent. Okay, as long as you make the right decisions, okay, that are for your, your highest good. Okay, full moon energy again is on the 24th. All the dates that I've mentioned will be in the description box below. Okay, full moon energy is has or is the intention or goal being achieved by Virgo, and it says your commitment is being tested. Okay, your commitment is being tested. Okay, we all have a tendency of doing this, and granted, first quarter moon, it's almost as if things are trailing behind the intention that you set for yourself in February. Okay, in the sense of testing your commitment, which in February, you're going to have the inner strength to actually implement something, maybe at the last minute. Like I said, how committed are you come the end of February to actually lock in and hone into what it is that you need to do? So your organization is going to be kind of off in a way, Virgos, but not by much, to get you back on track come March. Okay, so we all have a tendency of doing this. You know how we set resolutions for ourselves at the beginning of the year. We'll start off strong and then we fall off. Okay, I for one have been, guilty of that, in the sense of working out. I've now found a way for me to do it, which I've got to put more dates in my reminders to help me do workouts throughout the day for like 15 minutes. I work from home, so it makes it easier for me to do that. But, when you don't have a group of people that you can go work out with, everybody's doing their own thing, living their own lives. You've got to find ways to do things for yourself and motivate yourself when there's no one else around to motivate you. So that's what I do. I put reminders in my phone that help me to keep myself on track. And I also consider what it is that I'm trying to achieve, and just being healthier and being more active. is the goal. It's not about surface level, it's all about inner work, inside and out health. Okay, so your commitment is going to be tested come the full moon on the 24th. How serious are you about getting and obtaining a particular goal or having a certain mindset? And that is where it's going to kick in at. Okay, and first quarter moon, which is the 16th, is going to be testing your commitment to wanting a new start. Okay, if that makes sense. So, as you can see, multiple energies going on with Virgo Collective on getting themselves set, getting yourselves set, um, rather. Okay, so don't hold yourself back from getting it done. Again, usually once you set your mind to something, Virgos, it's about keeping it that way and not changing. But usually you can put yourself setting your ways on certain things. You do have 6 of Wands and 3 of Cups here. So some form of victory, with a collaborative effort of some sort. Okay, a celebration possibly of this new start that is coming. Okay, because it was something that was definitely necessary for you. All right, so we're going to use the general writer's weight here to clarify this moon phase energy for you guys. Definitely see that victory is still there. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Victory is still here. 3 of Pentacles, rebuilding in some way. It is not going to be an easy feat, but as long as you are motivated, it should be. Okay, so I know I probably shuffled more than 3 times than I normally do, but it's pretty much to help with the energy of the Virgo Collective. So we're going to go 1 from the top, which is for this new moon energy, 1 from the bottom for first quarter moon energy, and then 1 energetically from the middle. And I'm going to go for this one here. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck to see what the overall outcome is of the energy. Okay? So let's see. It's time to release negative energy, release negativity. Is being paired with judgment. Okay, being paired with judgment. Again, why do you find yourself always being almost like, word that I'm hearing is adjudicator of everyone? Okay, a little bit of Leo energy kind of coming in. Scorpio is here. Scorpio has a tendency of doing that, but only in the sense of finding the bad in people or thinking of the bad of people. Leo is more so in the sense of resourcefulness, and judgment on like social status in a way. Not all Leos, but occasionally, if you find a Leo that's always name dropping for some reason, or always just happens to have somebody who knows something about that, that's what they like to do. They like to be the people who can put you in connection with anyone. Just again for their own social status. I'm not picking on them. I'm not throwing shade. It's just, it is what it is. It may sound like it, but I'm not. Nonetheless, okay, there is some judgment. You need to post judgment on yourself a little bit during this new moon in questioning why you do the things that you do. And it could be based off of things from your past. Okay, and so it's time for you to release that negativity of your past for some of you in order for you to stop passing judgment on other people. I don't really like to pass judgment on people until they show me otherwise. Okay, and then I act accordingly. Okay, and acting accordingly sometimes means distancing yourself from something that isn't bringing you any good in your life. Okay, so that's new moon energy. First quarter moon energy, a new start is coming, is being paired with the Star card. Okay, This is probably the second time during these readings that the star card has fallen on first quarter moon energy, meaning that it is time to heal. Okay, it is time to pour into yourself. This is Aquarius energy with this star card. Okay, in order for a new start to come, it's going to start with you, Virgos, healing yourself and pouring into you. Maybe you've been doing that a lot with other people. I find that to be customary with earth signs in general. We tend to care and nurture other people more than we do ourselves, okay? And we are earth signs. We need to recharge and refuel ourselves, okay? We cannot depend on other people to do it for us, okay? We have to deeply root ourselves in remembering that we must be cared for just as much as everyone else is, okay? So it's okay to take a time out, and maybe that is your new start, is focusing on self and letting others, handle their problems as they need to. And, you can easily still be a listening ear for someone, but not completely solve all their problems, okay? That may be part of a new start for some of the Virgo collective, all right? Next, your commitment is being tested. Full moon energy is being clarified by a Knight of Swords, okay? Knight of Swords. Could be a sense of maybe someone holding you accountable for something, okay? It's not going to be so much of heavy energy because it's not a page, which is very lighthearted, but a Knight of Swords rushes in a way. Maybe testing your commitment to something, okay? It could be in a relationship, as far as where you want it to go. If you're in the midst of like maybe the beginnings of one, or maybe kind of like this progress report, if you will, is what I like to call it. I used to do this pretty much in a relationship that I had like eons ago, where I just like to do a little check in on the relationship, especially just to kind of gauge where it's going, okay? And maybe someone is wondering, what are the next steps in a relationship, or why something is the way that it is in a relationship that stems from maybe your own mindset towards the relationship or just your behaviors in a way. And so some conversation may come slightly brashly, a little bit, because maybe you've been procrastinating on answering a question of someone. And so that may be for a few of you, okay? But others of you, it's just that time to be a motivator to yourself, as this Knight of Swords is aiming kind of this way. Thus, the reason why I said it's like each each phase kind of piggybacks off of going back to something. So within this moon phase, of all the days that are in between each and every one of them, is going to be very significant in the sense of moving very quickly emotionally. I think emotionally and mentally is going to be pretty, I don't want to say rough, but that's the word that's coming up. It's going to be a rough emotional month in February for the Virgo collective, in the sense of honing in on what has been transpiring for you maybe within the course of the last year, that's gotten you where you are right now. So let's look at the overall outcome at the bottom of the deck, which is the Sun card, which I am not surprised to see come out. Lots of enlightenment. That's the energy that I feel at the beginning of your spread here, is healing, enlightenment, epiphanies, things of that nature. Like I said, in January was an epiphany month. For everyone, on the 6th was an epiphany day, okay, in the sense of reevaluating things. You are still evaluating things coming from January into February, okay? And so the overall outcome, like I said, by the end of the month, you are going to realize what it is that you need to do to change and hopefully set things in motion. But the question will be is how committed you are to doing that, okay? Because we all say we're going to do stuff and then we don't, okay? So it's about really holding yourself accountable. Other people may do that too. But it starts with you, Virgos, okay? So the next deck here is the Making Magic deck, where we ask the question, what is the message of support to achieve or manifest your goals, Virgo? What is the message of support to achieve and manifest your goals, Virgo? Universe said 4 messages for you guys in total. Here, if anything jumps out, I will take it before cutting the deck. Other than that, if nothing jumps out specifically, then we'll go ahead and we'll start from the bottom and work our way up to the 4th message for the Virgo collective. Okay. I'm stopping there. And cutting. And we'll pull directly from the bottom to start. Your messages are starting with Philosopher's Stone. Okay, Philosopher's Stone. First time this one has came out. Okay, new energy alert. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe so that way you can be notified the next time I drop a reading for your sign. Okay, powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. Philosopher's Stone. Powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. Okay, I don't know why, but when I see this symbol here and hearing Philosopher's Stone, it's like I feel like universe is telling you to take a seat and harness that energy. Whether you pray, manifest, meditate, whatever it is that you do, it's time for you to harness that energy on what it is you truly want to accomplish. Okay, and I feel like this is connected to this full moon energy of your commitment being tested. Okay, the universe wants to see you ask for everything that you want, but you're not moving with it. Your commitment is being tested by the full moon of how bad you actually want it. Okay, universe is trying to help you, but you need to move with it too. Okay, next, Felix Felicitus. Felicitus. Okay, Felix Felicitus, if that makes sense. Okay, power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. Okay, the power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. Okay, so you are going to have some luck and feel powerful in doing so. Okay, finding that inner strength, like I said, between the new moon and the first quarter moon. Okay, next we have Goddess, healing feminine energy. Okay, even if you are a male Virgo, you still have feminine energy, which is on your left side, is your caring and compassionate side. Your sympathy is locked into that, and creating also, where your masculine energy is your right side in making definitive decisions and actually, producing and moving. Okay, but it's time to heal that feminine energy within you. Okay, if you've, again, it kind of taps into this star card energy of healing needing to be done within the Virgo collective. So work on this. Okay, it's okay to be, a strong masculine or alpha masculine, but you need to have some softness within you, and you still develop or feel hurt just like anyone else does. Okay, it's time to heal. Okay, and doubling that, double down on the healing. Healing comes out right up underneath it. Okay, that is your 4th and final message within this deck. Okay, true healing of the mind, body, and soul, recentering yourself completely, Virgos. Okay, If it's faith that you are struggling with, I do have multiple meditation oils that could be helpful to you. Specifically, I do have a special new option kind of going on now, which is mix and match 3 oils for 35. So if it's more so about faith, sanctuary with lapis lazuli is something that I would suggest to you because it helps with negative thinking in the sense of overthinking in a way, which would be helpful for you. Um, Also, Believe is a very beautiful oil as well. I believe that one has, no pun intended, also has chamomile in that one as well. And then lastly, Spiritual Growth would also be another one that would be pretty good for you in the sense of, like I said, just growing your faith that has rubious tea in it. So you can get those 3 for 35, and that's a faith-based set, and you can just interchange them throughout the day to help you. Um, each one is individually $12 if you just want to buy one. Also, I have a ancestral blessing spray that would be good for the home as far as just healing the home and protecting your energy in general. So you can check that out as well. The link for that will be in the description box below. Uh, Also, spiritual baths, refresh my peace would definitely be something that would be useful to you that has some eucalyptus in it, along with tea tree, that is just for a reset, if you will, in your your peace in general. All right. If you're not into baths, you can definitely use it as a foot soak, and it still provides you that same effervescent, refreshing energy that's posed on that bath. It's the set intention. Okay. So, with that being said, let's move forward into what is the energy of the present self for Virgo. Okay. Present self energy, we're using the Elemental Oracle deck here. One of the decks that was part of the general sneak peeks. So I really enjoyed this deck. I didn't feel like I was getting as much energy as I wanted out of it when I was doing the general read. So I gave it some time to kind of set, and thankfully the universe said it was time to bring it back and add it to these readings. Because we all have our present self, and then we have our higher self. And hopefully these readings, culmination of them, not just the monthly manifestations, but all of them, help you reach your higher self mindset. Okay. So we have wildness electricity. Okay. Wildness electricity for your present self energy. Okay. 36 equaling out to 9. Okay. A completion in a way of old thinking, old ways being pushed to the side, and finding that, that drive, that, thing that awakens you in a way. Kind of reflection on things with 6, kind of reviewing and taking a step back, and then centering yourself again in what really truly electrifies you in the sense of wildness. Maybe doing something that you used to love to do, or remembering who you used to be compared to where you are now. Okay, certain life events have probably taken you away from that person that you used to be, or things that you love to do, and so now it's time to kind of reawaken that wildness within you. Okay, or the fact that you're different from others. Okay, you do have fecundity underneath rain, which also symbolizes healing as well. but we're going to focus on this 36 electricity. Energia, which is ancient Greek for power in action. Embrace your wildness. Break free of your self imposed constraints. Take immediate action. There is no need for further consideration of your problem because you know how to fix it and you know what needs to be, removed. You contain the spark of the divine, so there is no reason to feel lesser. Confront the issue head on. Thus, this Knight of Swords that's coming out here, okay? It's nothing super dire, but it is something that you do need to address, okay? Hopefully, I'm hearing the word inspire, okay? Hopefully, you get inspired to return back to who you used to be, okay? There's no reason for you to feel lesser. And it's time for you to confront the issue head on, okay? Whether that be head on with yourself or head on with someone else, okay? So, with that being said, let's get into your higher self with the next question, which is what is the potential energy for the higher self, okay? This is your subconscious self, Virgos, in the sense of maybe that mindset or thoughts that you really don't tap into or you don't want to. It's time to release that higher self, a higher way of thinking. I'm going to shuffle one more time here and then we'll cut by threes and we'll go to the bottom of the deck to get your message. Your higher self usually battles with your present self because we're battling with social norms and, people's feelings and how they'll take it. But what about yours? Okay, there's a way you can do it compassionately while addressing your feelings and not hurting the other person. Okay, sometimes Virgos have a tendency of really slashing people with their tongues a little bit. Okay, and so it's good to be straightforward, but do it in the sense of healing for not only yourself but for the other person as well. Okay, the law of growth. Definitely new energy alert here. Okay, first time I'm seeing this card since I've started back doing these readings. Beautiful, and adding this to the deck. Beautiful, beautiful energy here. You have a lion here with, and it looks like an owl. Be steadfast in your faith and stay the course. Be steadfast in your faith and stay the course. Okay. Definitely feeling that wisdom that's coming in. This lion kind of has this kind of crescent undertone in the third eye. Okay. Invoking strength for sure, which again can tap into Leo energy again. Wisdom in knowing and being steadfast in your faith is a beautiful message here of staying the course, knowing and following your intuition. Okay, beautiful, beautiful message here. I can't wait to read this one. All right. The law of growth is on page 31. Centering yourself, following your intuition, like I just said, and then equaling out to 4, protecting your energy at all costs, like it said, time to release negativity. Okay, so I'm going to hold this right here. There is no need to feel frustrated or want to give up. The universe has been informed and is growing your vision within the one mind. Your soul has received the seeds of your dreams you planted. Some things take time in the 3D realm. It is time to practice disciplined faith backed by daily embodiment. Focus every thought, every word, every inspired action to align with your desire. stay calm, and stay the course. Okay? The journal in action here says go into a silent meditation and ask your higher self, what is my next inspired action to take? Then do that one thing. Release the need to figure out all of the details of how you are going to accomplish your dreams. Okay? Don't worry about how to do it. Just figure out what needs to be released. Release the need to figure it out as far as the details. Just focus on what it is that you are trying to do and what are the actions to take, and let the universe guide you. Okay? This is very beautiful. I hope you guys really set in the motion, in the mindset of that law of growth, because that is where you are headed in 2024. So, with that being said, Virgos, that is all that I have for you guys today. So, until next time, preliminary readings come back in February. So, I will see you guys then. Peace.